G'day trendsetters. I'm pretty sure the time has come to put Marvin in that big 115 litre pot that I talked about a couple of weeks ago. He's showing plenty of signs of new growth and little flowers. So before they get too much more established, I want to get him out of this pot into the bigger pot to avoid as much transplant shock as possible. I don't think there'll be a lot because it's pretty much just a matter of lifting him out and plonking him in other pots, so there won't be a lot of root disturbance. Also, it's practically midwinter here, so it's beanie weather. It's not too bad. The wind hasn't got up yet, but it's supposed to get up a bit. That keeps it quite cool, which is another reason why I'm doing it now, so as to avoid that transplant shock. The weather's not too hot. It's not going to reach out looking for moisture and stuff like that. He's just sitting there quite comfortable. Pop him out, pop him in the new pot, and Bob's your auntie. But what I've done so far over here, I've got a paver that I had to sit underneath the pot so as the roots, because the roots of this thing will go straight through the bottom of the pot into the ground and away you go, and I'll never move it again. So I've got a paver over there and I've got the pot sitting on top of the paver. What I need to do now is just measure the depth of the root ball I've got here against the pot I'm going into, so as I know how much potting mix to put in the bottom of the pot before I drop him in, and then I can just fill around the sides. So that's the next step. Let's go, let's do it. I need about another half. So that one's 400 mils. This is about 500 mils, so I've got to put about 100 mils of potting mix in the bottom so I can just drop Marvin straight in. So we'll do that. Well, I reckon that was the easy part, so now I've just got to muscle Marvin up to here. I'll drag the pot up to here, and then once I get Marvin out, I've just got to get him from here to there. Let's see how we go. I don't think I'm going to need this by the time I'm finished. Right, let's go, Marvin. To wake you up, little puppy dog. You can go in with the garlic. Let's see, this might put me in hospital for a week yet. I haven't watered it. We had rain here on Tuesday, but I haven't watered it since, so the less water in here, the less heavier it's going to be, obviously. But hopefully it just pops up. Otherwise, the only thing I'm concerned about is the pot sticking to the root ball, and I've got to try and find a way to finagle it off. But anyhow, yeah. Okay, shit. Oof. That wasn't very graceful, but it did the job. Oh, massive root system down the bottom here. That's good. That pot, the new pot's a lot wider at the bottom, so those roots will be able to go out, make good use of the new potting mix. So, from here to there. Oh, sugar. Oh. Bend your knees, there you go. That's the second time I've done that. First time I forgot to push record. Anyhow, at least I know what I'm doing this time around. He's just a little bit off kilter there. How's that look? Rough enough? Alright. All I've got left to do now is just fill in around the sides of the pot, give it a really good water, and I've got some dynamic fertilizer there, but I won't put that on until things really start taking off, probably late winter, early spring. Also, if Marvin does well here in this spot. I didn't really realise I had this spot until I put that raised garden bed where the garlic is, and I want to move that rose, and I want to put 2 more of those in here. So I've got this strip along the back, and if he does well here, I probably won't know for another 12 months. I'll dig myself a dirty great big hole, and I'll drop him in here, and this will be his forever home. The ℃𝕃𝔼𝔸 here, I can just keep it trimmed to size and shape, so it won't be an issue. But anyhow, that's 12 months away. I'll fill this bloke back in and give him a water, and that'll be it. So this is the gigantic, I think I said dynamic or something before, so I missaid it. Gigantic. It's by ℕ𝕃. I've got it because of its NPK ratio, which is the nitrogen is 7, phosphorus is 3.8, and potassium is 9.2. Potassium is what I want for fruiting and flowers, and it's higher. A lot of fertilizers are a lot higher in nitrogen. I don't want a lot of growth. These things grow good enough on their own. There's also sulfur, iron, zinc, copper, manganese, molybdenum, microelements, micronutrients that the plant needs. But I won't put that on until the end of winter. Now, all I want to do, and I've got a stick here because I really can't get my hand down far enough, and I really want to make sure this is well and truly poked in quite firm. Around the outside, like that. Ha! Okay. I might even get a little bit of compost and just mulch across the top with a bit of compost when I'm finished. But anyhow, that'll do. I just got to keep going around, and like I said, I might mulch with a bit of compost, and that's it for Marvin in his new home. 115 litre pot, the biggest pot I can find. I also think I may have forgot to mention, always, if you can, please use a premium quality grade potting mix. The best you can buy, the best you can afford, whichever way. As my dad used to say, the poor man pays twice. So if you buy rubbish, eventually you're going to have to buy more rubbish to make up for a good quality potting mix. Anywho, I use ssJDmb. That's just a local brand here, so whatever you got down at your local plant nursery, premium or better. I think there's one called Ultimate. They've got all fancy marketing names, but in general, you do get what you pay for. Anywho, that's about it for today. If you've got any questions, or if you want to leave a comment, please feel free to do so in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Cheers and bye for now. Thanks for watching. How's that, Marvin? Happy?